Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Dealing with disconnects in Quick Tip Heroes of the Storm, a comprehensive guide with code examples, Lua. Disconnects are a frustrating reality in online gaming, and Heroes of the Storm, HOTS, is no exception. While you can't eliminate them entirely, understanding their impact on QuickTip, QT, builds and implementing robust error handling can significantly improve your gameplay experience and prevent frustrating losses. This tutorial will cover various aspects of dealing with disconnects, specifically focusing on QT builds and providing practical Lua code examples. Understanding disconnects in Heroes of the Storm. Types of disconnects. Client-side disconnects. These originate from the player's machine, often due to network instability, software conflicts, or hardware issues. Server-side disconnects. These stem from problems with the Blizzard servers themselves. They can be caused by maintenance, unexpected outages, or regional network issues. Temporary disconnects / packet loss. Short, intermittent connection drops that can cause lag spikes and brief disconnects. Impact on QT builds. Script interruptions. Disconnects immediately halt the execution of your Lua script. Any ongoing QT logic, such as automatic ability usage or hero movement, ceases. Loss of control. You lose manual control of your hero for the duration of the disconnect. The AI will typically take over, often making suboptimal decisions. Desynchronization. After reconnecting, the game state might be slightly out of sync with the information your script relies on. This can lead to incorrect targeting or ability usage. Frustration and tilt. Disconnects can be mentally taxing, leading to poor decision-making even after reconnecting. 2. Identifying disconnects in your Lua script. The first step is to reliably detect when a disconnect has occurred. Unfortunately, the Heroes API doesn't provide a dedicated disconnect event. However, we can infer a disconnect by monitoring specific game events and conditions. Method 1, monitoring game time and activity. Continuously track the elapsed game time using gamelib.getCurrentTime. If the time stops advancing for a significant period, example 2 to 3 seconds or more, it strongly suggests a disconnect. Incorporate a heartbeat mechanism within your main loop. If the heartbeat counter fails to update, assume a disconnect. Method 2, monitoring hero health and mana. Check if the hero's health or mana remains unchanged for an extended duration. This could indicate a disconnect where the server isn't sending updates. Method 3, network latency, requires external tools. This method is more advanced and requires external tools or libraries to measure network latency, ping. If latency spikes dramatically, it signals a potential disconnect. This is generally harder to implement and less portable. You would typically need to run a separate program that monitors ping and communicates with your Qt script, example using shared files or network sockets. This is beyond the scope of a simple Qt script. Important considerations. False positives. The methods above might produce false positives, detecting a disconnect when the game is just momentarily lagging. Adjust the disconnect threshold values to balance sensitivity and accuracy. Resource consumption. Constantly monitoring these values can slightly increase CPU usage. Optimize the timer intervals to minimize the impact. Combine methods. For the most reliable detection, combine 2 or more methods. For example, require both time and health/mana to be unchanged before declaring a disconnect. 3. Responding to disconnects. Once you've detected a disconnect, you need to take appropriate actions to minimize its impact. 1. Halt script execution *, immediately stop all automated Qt logic. This prevents the script from making potentially harmful decisions while you're disconnected. 2. Disable dangerous actions *, specifically disable actions that could put your hero at risk, such as aggressive targeting or using abilities that could leave you vulnerable. 3. Implement a reconnect handler *, create a function that will be called automatically after a disconnect is detected. This function should reset state variables * clear any state variables that might be outdated or incorrect after reconnecting, example target enemy IDs, ability cooldown timers. Reinitialize systems * reinitialize any systems that rely on up-to-date game information. Re-enable logic gradually * don't immediately re-enable all Qt logic. Give yourself a few seconds to regain manual control and assess the situation. 4. Inform the player * provide visual or auditory feedback to the player indicating that a disconnect has been detected and the script is taking corrective action. You can use UI.send chat message to display messages in the game chat. 4. Code example, a robust disconnect handling framework. This example combines multiple techniques to create a more resilient Qt script. Explanation of the code *. Configuration * defines important thresholds like disconnect threshold time and reconnect delay. Adjust these values to fine-tune the script's behavior. State variables * tracks the current state of the script, example is disconnected, allow aggressive targeting. Reconnect handler * resets the script's state, disables dangerous actions, and prepares for reconnecting. Check for disconnect * this function bundles all disconnect detection techniques, time-based, and health/mana-based. If either detects a disconnect, it sets the is disconnected flag. You can easily extend this function to add more detection methods. Importantly, this is called before any Qt logic is executed. Game loop * the main loop that handles disconnect detection, reconnection logic, and your core Qt actions. It's crucial that check for disconnect is called at the very beginning of the loop. Ability usage example * demonstrates how to conditionally use an ability based on allow aggressive targeting and ability cooldowns. Ability cooldown management * keeps track of ability cooldowns to prevent spamming. V. Advanced techniques. Logging * implement a logging system to record disconnect events and other script activities. This can help you diagnose problems and fine-tune your disconnect handling. You could write log files, or send data to a remote server. Dynamic thresholds * adjust disconnect thresholds based on observed network conditions. For example, if latency is consistently high, increase the disconnect threshold. Machine learning advanced you could potentially train a machine learning model to predict disconnects based on network data and game events. This would require substantial data collection and model training, but could significantly improve accuracy. This is a very advanced approach. 6. Important considerations and best practices. Thorough testing * simulate disconnects during testing to verify that your script handles them correctly. You can do this by temporarily disabling your network connection or using network simulation tools. Keep it simple * avoid overly complex logic that can be difficult to debug and maintain. The more complex your script, the more likely it is to encounter issues during disconnects. Player experience * prioritize the player experience. Don't implement Qt logic that might negatively impact gameplay or cause frustration. Asterisk Blizzard's terms of service asterisk ensure that your Qt script complies with Blizzard's terms of service. Avoid automating actions that could be considered unfair or exploitative. Asterisk use gamelib.is reconnecting. For server-initiated reconnects asterisk the Heroes API has a gamelib.is reconnecting function. This tells you if the server is trying to reconnect you to the game. You can use it instead of, or alongside, the heuristics discussed above to detect disconnects. This is generally more reliable for server-side disconnects where the game itself is trying to restore your connection. Client-side disconnects might not trigger this immediately. By implementing these techniques, you can create more robust and reliable Qt scripts that minimize the impact of disconnects and improve your overall gameplay experience in Heroes of the Storm. Remember to test your scripts thoroughly and adapt them to your specific needs and play style. Good luck.